podcast show.
Hi everybody, I'm Rich Myers and welcome to the Rich Myers podcast show. Here today I got the Venom Assembly. I guess you're the guitarist.
Yep, I'm the guitarist, one of the founding members. So here representing, and thanks for having us on the show.
Pleasure to have you on here. I listened to your track on Venom, and I thought it was pretty good. What influenced it?
We've been writing music for a while. We started out as a recording band, me and my brother Frank, Rock On Frank. We were doing more of like classic rock type of, even a little bit of folk music. He's an amazing singer and writer. And then band got a little bit harder sound-wise, and JT started out as our drummer. Frank couldn't continue as the vocalist for some different reasons, personal reasons, and then JT stepped in the vocals and just did an amazing job and kind of started writing some songs that fit his voice. I'm a huge Motley Crue fan. He likes 90s music. Our bass player is into some different progressive music, John. We just kind of, we're jamming one day. That tune came out, and has a fit of the band of where the music's at. And then JT had some vocals, that were personal to him. The lyrics, if you listen to the lyrics, they're pretty cool about Venom being a poison, whether it be alcohol or what it is, and kind of becoming a better person over time. So it was a song that I think musically is really cool. If you listen to the track, it's hard driving, guitar playing's all over the place, drumming, the vocal performance is killer, the bass line, and then the lyrics are pretty cool and meaningful. So I think it's on our newer album that just came out, King, and I think it's one of the highlight tracks.
Okay, well, let's take a listen to it.
Rock on.
Sound like y'all had a lot of fun.
Yeah, you don't hear harmonies in songs like that. It's almost a little bit of a Van Halen or Beach Boy type of harmony. So yeah, bring a little fun to it.
Do you got any other songs, concerts, and what's next?
So we have a couple. Our drummer is having a baby. Good luck, Chris, and your wife. She's due in September. So taking a little break from some shows now. We have a couple of benefits that we're doing in the area. Every October we do. There's a ride, a drug awareness ride. We have another benefit that we're supporting in November, and then we have a show with Sponge. December 13th. It's a Saturday at the Gin Mill up in PA, Northampton area. So it's going to be a really cool show. Shout out to our great band friends, Intoxication. They're going to be there smoking Tony Z. Maybe a little surprise. It's a little bit of a Christmas show, so we might jam a Christmas tune or two. But we got that coming up, which is cool. And then super excited. If you check out our website, we have a short link to a video. So we're primarily a all original band. We do a couple of covers just here and there, but we did one cover that we were playing live of Wicked Games, and we developed our own version and we liked it, and we're like, you know what, it would be pretty cool to do video. It's a recognizable tune. We've never done a video before, so you already have a storyline. We're thinking about doing some videos for our originals, and I'm like, well, let's just do it. It'll be fun. So we have a local model, Heather. Shout out to Heather. And Tom Taylor. Shout out to Tom Taylor. Great guy. He does a lot of the band bookings in the area. Just a very good person, nice guy. They're featured in the film, which is really cool. Then we have the band. And then it was shot by a good band friend of ours, Brian Wagner, and his son, Brandon. So some cool video editing and shots from them. And then John Bartoni helps us with sound, a lot of different things. He runs with local bands. He's just a staple in the area. Shout out to John Bartoni, our good buddy. He's featured in the film. So it was fun. We recorded the song, which is, I think it's the best version. Maybe I'm partisan because I'm part of it. But everyone that hears it, if you like Venom and you want to hear a really cool hard rock, melodic, there's no version like they're out of Wicked Games. It is available on iTunes and Amazon, and then the video will be coming out soon, the full video, but there is a snip on our page. But yeah, we released King is our most recent all original album, Venom. There's a couple other great songs on there. So check us out on Facebook, check us out on Amazon. We have a catalog. They think that's our third studio album. Which is cool. But if you like what you're listening, go back and listen to the band up until now. It's really cool. Like if you listen to Led Zeppelin over the years, the way it changes and moves, and hopefully we're progressing and putting out some cool stuff. But yeah, that's some things. We have shows coming up and a music video and a new cover tune, Wicked Games.
Okay. How do you handle frequent travels and being away from home for a long period of time?
We try to space out gigs. I will say that it's not always easy, but we do space out gigs the best we can, and you just do what you can. But we try to keep them, somewhat local, so it's a drive back and forth.
Okay. Have you ever played for weddings and parties?
Only really cover gigs. Never, with this band. This band's mainly live gigs opening for bigger acts, or we'll split nights with other bands, but in cover settings, but never with Venom Assembly.
Okay. How do you energize the audience?
I think we try to get them involved, have good songs, good energy as a band. Out there moving. Just come with a really good tight performance as well, and feed off the crowd a little bit. We have, we practice our set here to get it really tight and with some crowd interaction here and there. So I think a lot of practice and, coming with some energy as a band.
Okay. What do you enjoy the most about being a musician?
I think it's writing music, releasing it, and the live stuff. I try to find a good balance for me. I think with the guys, It's probably somewhat of both, but being in front of a crowd, you can't beat it. JT, our singer, John, bass player, Chris playing the drums. When you're meshing and writing music or out in a crowd, it's a pretty cool feeling. But I think writing some music and then being able to play, if you balance that, it's pretty cool.
Where can people go and see your videos, music, and events?
All on Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. We do have a YouTube page, but mainly Facebook is the best place, and there's links to YouTube, but Facebook, and then we're on all Amazon and iTunes and whatnot.
Okay. What do you like to do besides music?
You know what? I have a family, beautiful wife Katie, and a little daughter Olive. They keep me busy. Drag race a '73 Charger. Got a Mopar tattoo here. And I like to fish. Other than that, that's pretty much some family time and racing and fishing.
Okay. Well, thanks for being on the show today. I really enjoyed having you. Right.
Awesome. Thanks for having us too.